Good morning at Facebook. I'm Marissa, your social media guide for Ross Insurance, and I'm here with Kevin Ross to ask some insurance questions that you guys really need to know. Kevin, as a person renting, why do we recommend someone purchase renter's insurance?
Well, there's many reasons, but the most important reason is to protect the property that you own in your apartment. Many people rent an apartment, they don't think they have much value and it just doesn't make sense to them to buy it, but I want to encourage you all to give that a second thought, because if there's a fire or devastation, a tornado comes through, whatever, and destroys your property, you don't have the luxury in many cases of going out, taking your time, having your parents give you used furniture, buying used furniture. You got to get back in business pretty quick, and you've got to buy new furniture. Your renter's policy allows you to do that. So if you have a couch, a TV, a few chairs, tables, whatever, all your sporting equipment, all your clothing, believe it or not, it adds up. And $20,000 is not a lot of money to totally replace everything in your apartment. And I promise you, you'll need at least that much coverage. And in buying a tenant's policy, a renter's policy, you'll get that coverage to go out and buy brand new everything you need, and the cost is only about $125 a year. Doesn't make sense to be without coverage.
Well said. So as somebody renting an apartment who carries renter's insurance, can you share with everybody how it responds if someone was to get injured in your apartment?
Great question. The second section of the renter's policy, after the property, which we just discussed, is the liability section. And most policies come with $1 million worth of coverage. Many people think that if they rent an apartment and somebody slips and falls and gets hurt on their property, that they're not responsible, that it's the landlord's responsibility. Well, that's not necessarily the case. The liability section of the renter's policy pays for defense coverage and a judgment if a judgment is found against you. It also pays for defense coverage if the suit is groundless, false, or fraudulent. So, somebody comes to visit you, they're on their way up the stairs, they slip and fall, they're going to name you in the lawsuit, they're going to name the landlord. So the first thing your policy does is provide you with the money to hire a lawyer, and then if it does turn out that you're found negligent, the policy will also pay a judgment. So it does those two very important things. Most people don't think about it.
That's great. So
Yeah.
as someone who doesn't think they need renter's insurance, after this video, hopefully they understand that it is very important and it covers things that they wouldn't have thought normally would have been covered.
Exactly. And by the way, I mentioned the price of $125 for that basic policy. It includes that liability coverage too.
And you can't put a cost on that sometimes.
That's exactly correct.
It's very helpful. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you, Kevin, for meeting with me once again. Be sure to check back on more of our informative insurance videos to get answers to the questions that you need to know. Thank you. Have a good day.